Welcome students in my new tutorial, and today we'll be covering some topics based upon performing operations on a table. So just go through this so that you can be clear with the particular terms in a table. So the first topic will be saving a table. See, of course, whenever we are creating a table, we have to save it also. Although in my previous tutorial, I have taught you how to save it, but as we are covering the topics, so according to that, we'll revise each and every topic. So just go through it properly. The first topic is saving a table. So after creating a table, you need to save it on the disk. That means save a table on your computer so that later on you can retrieve it. So directly I'll show you there. This is my interface and I had made two tables here, employees and orders. So suppose I'm opening employee table. The particular data is here. So I'll add one more record in this. Suppose I'm adding here 108 and I'll add some date here, salary, and I'll add here, suppose Pinjore. So after this, I have to save the particular record. So save current record, this is the option, or either I could, when I have to save on the table, I can click on file and save also. So directly I'll click on save current record. You could see here because table I have saved earlier only. So I'll click it here. Okay. Or either you can click on Control S, the keyboard shortcut to save, or either you can click on Save As if you want to save the table with a new name, or Save Current Record, Control S. So that I already have told you. So I hope this concept is clear to you. Now going to the next topic, entering data in a table. So practically just now I have taught you how to enter data in a table. So once more I'll show you. Suppose I'm closing it. I'm back in this interface. If I'll double click it here in the table, suppose employee table, directly it will open and I can enter the data. Okay. Or I could right click and I can click on open, and then also the table will be open in a datasheet view where it allows me to enter the data. I hope this is clear. Now entering, I already have told you, just now I have entered two records here. So it means the same. Basic idea was to teach you how to enter the data. Going to the next topic, navigating through the table. So there is a black pointing arrow just before the field name, and that is called the record pointer, and it allows us to navigate through various records in a table. So that I'll show you how to navigate. So now I'm back in the table, and suppose it is showing me the first record, second record, third record, like this. You could see here. Now I am in the third record. It is showing me the first option. If I click it is clicking on first. If I click it here, now I am in the first record. Just see the pointer, it is showing the first record. Then next record, third record, like fourth record, you could see here the pointer is changing. And if I click on this button, the last button, now I'm presently in the last record. So this is the navigation buttons. And it allows me to add a new record. If I click on this plus option, it allows me to add a new record. I hope this concept is clear. Now moving to the next topic, editing data. To edit or modify the previously entered data, simply place the cursor on a field value that has to be added, or to edit or enter a new value. Simply, it's very practically, I'll explain you. Suppose earlier I have entered here 25,000. Now I want to enter 50,000. It was by mistake that I have entered 25,000. Nothing, it's not any difficult to do that. Just retype it. Select that particular cell and retype the data, and you are allowed to save the record. So it's so simple. Next topic, deleting records from a table. To delete any record from a table, open the table and select the record to be deleted. See, if we want to delete any particular record, we could delete it very easily. So there are different methods with the by pressing the delete key from the keyboard, or delete record option from the edit menu, or by right clicking. So practically I'll show you all three things. Suppose I want to delete this record, I can right click here and you could see here delete rows. If I click on this, your whole record will be deleted. I'll just click it and it will ask me confirmation. It will ask, do you want to delete the selected data? So just now I'm clicking on no because I don't want to delete this data. I was only wanting to teach you. Okay. Or either you can press delete option from the keyboard. Again, this C confirmation is coming. Do you want to delete the selected data? So I'll click on no. And from the edit also, edit menu, the delete record option is coming. You can press this also option from here, and then also you are able to delete the record from here. I hope this is clear to you. Now, moving to the next topic, sorting data in a table. What sorting means? See, sorting means arranging the data either in ascending or descending order. So we can easily arrange our data either in ascending or descending order. The process of arranging the records in a particular order or any field is called the sorting. So practically, I'll explain this also. I'll take you back. So by default, everything is sorted like according to the employee code field 101, 102. It's been sorted, and you could see here by default sort option. If I click on this, it is asking me the field name employee code. Suppose I am selecting employee code only, and from here I am selecting descending. Then if I click OK, you could see here now the order is being changed. Now it is in descending order based upon employee code. Okay. I can change according to different orders. Like just now I have selected employee code. Now suppose I want to select according to the salary. The person who is having the the maximum salary should be on the top. So I can click on salary descending order and OK. So just see, employee code 102 is having the maximum salary. So this way we could easily sort the data, sort order. So I hope this is clear to you how we can use the sorting according to multiple fields also, like salary descending order, and then if you want to use some other field also, the person or city, that also we could do. If same persons are having the same salary, then second order what it should apply. Suppose two persons are having the same salary, then it could sort according to the city, that we could do. Okay. So I hope this option is very much clear. Now, by default, sort descending, I'll select this. I'll select this field, so it could go according to that way. Sort ascending, salary, sort ascending, you could see here. So whichever column I'm selecting in a table, that will be sorted directly by clicking on these options. Sort ascending, sort descending. I hope it is clear. Standard filter, yes, it will ask for the criteria. Suppose I want the data from the employee code where value is 104. So it will show me the data where the employee code value is 104. Again, and now these options, I think this will work now. Apply, not apply. Okay, these option. So standard filter, once again, I'll click. Suppose now I want to see all the data except 104. And if I click OK, it will show me the data from all the employee codes, but now 104 is not visible here. So I hope this working of standard filter is also very much clear. Reset filter. Okay, I'll reset the filter. Now close. Simply if I want to close a table, I'll again open. Okay, closing LibreOffice Base. To close the application window of the LibreOffice Base, click on the file close or click on the cross button of the LibreOffice Base window. So this option just now I have explained only how to close it. So simply you can click here option, this close option from here, or from here also your table will be closed. So I hope the basic operations, what we used to do on a table is very much clear to you. Welcome students in my new topic, and today we'll be covering about referential integrity. According to the principle of referential integrity, no unmatched foreign key values should exist in the database. You know very well that we need to create relations between different tables. Okay, one can be the master table and another can be the transaction table. So I'll show you here. So this is one table, master table, and it is having one key, admission number. Key means it is having one column, admission number, which is unique and which will have primary key. And the other table, that means the transaction table, will also have this column, naming as admission number, the same. So this is very important. This key, if it is primary here, then the same column should be present in the transaction table also. And here it will be called as foreign key. Foreign key in the sense if another transaction table is having roll number as primary key. Okay, it's clear from here what's been written here. That means if a record, say admission number as 101 is not present or deleted in the master table, simply if admission number, suppose this is the master table, if it is deleted or that particular record is not present here, naming as 1001, that means it should not be present here in student details database. Okay, I hope it is clear. Further, I'll explain you with the table. I'll move you to the next slides where I've already made the table. You could see here already this slide I'll be teaching afterwards, but just now for explanation purpose, I want to explain you about referential integrity. Suppose here admission number, now it is used as a primary key. Now in this table, in student detail and student's result. Now this is a student details table. I had made a primary key for this column, admission number 101, 1005, 1110, and another table which is student result. Here roll number is having the primary key, but admission number is a foreign key because this admission number is present in both the tables. So it will act as a foreign key here. So 101, if it is present here, it is present here also. If 1110 is present here, it is present here also. And 1134, it is present here, it is present here also. But if I'll delete this 1001, that means the particular record should not be present here also. That only I was wanting to explain you. I hope it is clear. Now coming back to the same topic, now moving towards next. LibreOffice Base gives you the following four options to choose from to maintain referential integrity in such cases. Just now I have explained you what problem we could face. And to maintain referential integrity, What further options is been provided by LibreOffice base? Firstly, no action, update cascade, set null, and set default. So we'll be going through by each and every option. According to theory point of view, it is important. Firstly, no action. This is the default option. This option states that a user should not be allowed to update or delete any record in the master table if any related record exists in the transaction table. Now, suppose I want to delete roll number 1001. That means it is if it is a roll number 101, admission number is something like 1001. And regarding that, the same record is present in transaction table also. Then I am not in the power to delete that record from the base table. That means the master table, transaction table, and record 1001. It is also having the record 1001. Now at both the places this record is there, and this is the master table. Now if I want to delete this record from here, it will not be allowed because regarding this information is present here also in transaction table. Second option, update cascade. Now if we are using this option allows the user to delete or update the reference field. Now, in this option, it allows us to delete or update the reference field, but along with it, all the related records, if any of the transaction tables will also be deleted or updated. The same way like master table here and transaction table here. Now, if 1001 record is present here and it is present here also. Now, if I'm using this option, update cascade, and I want to delete 1001 record from master table, then all the related records from transaction table will also be deleted. That means if I'm deleting it from here, then it will be deleted from here also. Earlier, it was not allowing me to delete anything. So records deleting from here, master table will also be deleted from here. Set null, the third option. This option assigns null value to all the related fields if the master record is deleted or updated. What it says, it will assign null value to all the related fields. That means null value, nothing, it will assign 0 to all the related fields if the master record is deleted or updated. If from the master record, if we delete, so corresponding to its related fields, it will give the null value. Set default. According to this option assigns any fixed default value to all the related fields if the master record is deleted or updated. If I'll be deleting the records which is having the corresponding related records in transaction table also, then in that case, in transaction table, the records will be given any fixed default value which is set. I hope it is clear. Relationships between tables. Now, this topic is also very important. And why we create a relationship? Because sometimes we have distributed the data in various tables. And sometimes we have to retrieve the information from the different tables. And for that, we have some common field in them. So firstly, we'll be going through the definition. While working with multiple tables, you need to check the redundancy and inconsistency of data. Redundancy means the data should not be duplicated. See, if we'll do the manual work, the data can be duplicated. And the data should be consistent. We should not add some irrelevant data. Which is needed, that only we should add. And how we do it? This is done by setting relationship between the tables of a database. We create the relationship. So this is very important. And practically we'll be doing this. The most important prerequisite for setting a relationship is that there must be common field. Yes, this is important. There must be a common field between the two tables to create a relationship. Just now I was explaining that only. Like I had made admission number as a common field and which will allow me to create the relationship. Relationships between tables. As earlier also I have showed you this slide. Like admission number here. Now it is a having the primary key. It is unique. This number will not be duplicated. Whole school will have separate admission number for each student. Now, in the case of student result table, you could see here. Here I have used roll number as the primary key and admission number because this admission number is present here also and here also. So the column is same and the type, data type is also same. That is very important. Please give the same kind of data type in the both the cases, in both the tables where I have used admission number. So here also data is same 1001. It is present in both the tables. The same data is being used. So it will help me to create the relationship. And in next topic, when I'll be teaching you about queries, queries will help me to retrieve the data. So the common field will help me to retrieve the data from different tables. Now types of relationship. So this is also important according to the point of theory or for theory exams. The type of relationship between any two tables in a database is based on the number of records that are present in the transaction table corresponding to the master table. So types of relationship between two tables in a database is based upon overall the number of records that is present in the transaction table. That I told you that there should be some common field and how many records are common, that also is important. So according to that, there are three types of relationship: one to one to many, and many to many. One to one relationship. Now, in this type of relationship, one specific record of a master table has one and only one corresponding record in the transaction table. So it's important that it is only having one and only one corresponding record in that transaction table. It's not repeating. For example, the record for admission number in a master table student detail will have only one corresponding record of same value of admission number in the transaction table. This is because no two students will be given same admission number. I'll explain you with the practical example already shown here. You could see here students details and student result. Now foreign key admission number is foreign key. And this is one-to-one relationship. Here admission number is shown 1001. No, but in this table student details, the students are from different classes. You could see here under the class. But here in student result, I am only showing the result of 10th class. So it is having one-to-one relationship because admission number is not repeating. In one class, it will not repeat. So it is having one-to-one relationship. One-to-one relationship. Now, this is one of the most common types of relationship between the tables in a database. Now, this one is the most common type of relationship between the tables in a database. So, whatever tables we have in a database, there we will find these kind of relationships, one to many. As the name says, in this type of relationship, one specific record of the master table has more than one corresponding records in the related transaction table. Now, this is important. In this type of relationship, one specific record of the master table has more than one corresponding records. So that means in transaction table, based upon that particular record, like suppose admission number, it could have more records, transaction records. For example, one teacher can teach multiple students. So obviously, it's right if I'm giving the example of a school, one teacher can teach multiple students or multiple classes. Doesn't mean that that same teacher can't be repeated in transaction. You will be clear with the practical example shown in the next slide. You could see here teacher's detail table and class allocation table. This is one-to-many relationship. Now here the teacher ID is 1T002. Okay, and English. This is the English teacher teaching the English subject. So T002 with the ID, teacher with the T002 ID, the same teacher is teaching English in 10th A and in 10th B also, and same way one other teacher T765 ID, now teaching maths, teaching in different classes 10th A, 10th, 9th C and 8th A. So that means the ID is being repeated. So with one ID we are having many relationship. I hope it is clear now with this practical example shown here, what it means by one to many relationship. The theory it was not clear, but I think with this practical example, I hope it is clear to you. Next topic, many to many relationship. In this type of relationship, there will be multiple records in the master table that correspond to multiple records in the transaction table as well. Now, both the sides will have multiple relations. It will correspond to the multiple records, both the sides. Just now I'll show you that also. Generally, this type of relationship is set when certain records have to be saved more than once in both the related tables. Now here, duplicacy can be there. Duplicacy, just now it will be clear. Now many to many relationship, with this practical examples you will be clear. Now here will not have any primary key. It's not possible to have primary key here. Why? Because if you could see here, teacher ID. Now table department in charges. The name of the particular column name is department and teacher ID. We can't set primary key here. Okay, department and teacher ID. It should be set as a primary key, but here it is repeating like T002 here and T002 here. It's repeating. It's repeating here. And T765 and T765 is repeating here also. So that means it's repeated here and it's repeating here also. So that means many to many relationship. T002, now that teacher is particularly the head of examination department. Even that teacher is head of timetable. Now he or she is creating the timetable also. Another, suppose IT teacher. Suppose I am a IT teacher. I have to update the website. My duty is to update website and then to see the discipline also. Okay. So ID is same and ID is repeating two times in a table. So I can't set this as a primary key. And according to that, the corresponding duties like discipline duties, ID has been given here. And same way to update the IT work, homework upload on the website, to send the syllabus, that all is the work of IT teacher. So it's been done here also. So this could be a fine example of many to many relationship. I hope this is clear. Now I am moving directly towards the screen of LibreOffice base where I'll teach you how to create a relationship. Now under tables, just to save the time, I've already made some tables of the student. So what you have to do, you have to make one table as personal details, and here I'll add the details of the students. Now with this practical, you will learn how to create relationship between different tables. So I'll click on personal details. Now this is the personal details table. Firstly, I'll show you design view of this. You can create the table in design view. I've already taught you how to create. So my dear students, you could pause your video from here and you have to make the same kind of a table. And admission number I have given as a primary key. Okay. In my previous tutorial, I have taught how to give the primary key. Okay. The same procedure you have to follow, or you can right click and give the primary key from here. And admission number is integer. I have given. And here auto value I have given no. Rest I have not changed. If I click on admission number, okay. No default value, nothing. Name, entry required, yes. Rest you can do. Father's name, yes. Class, yes. Date, I've clicked on date. Date field type. And from here, the format what I have set for the date is this one. Okay. So I hope this is clear. So I'm means you can pause your video from here and type this kind of same data and create a table and name it as personal details. Okay. Then after designing the table, I'm closing this. Now open personal details and you have to fill this data. So you can pause the screen here only and you can fill the kind of a data from here. I'll prefer because you are doing the first time, fill the same data has been written here. Admission number should not be duplicated, otherwise it will not take because we have set admission number as a primary key like 101, 102, 103, 104, 5, 6, 7. Okay, like this. You can enter at least 10 entries here. Any name you could give. Father's name should be given. Then class should be like 10, 10, 9, 8. Okay. But 10 should be there because I have set the example with the 10th class. Then date of birth. If first time the date is not coming proper, rewrite it. Okay. So I hope you have typed till now or you will type it. It will take a little time. Just for saving the time, I've already typed so that my tutorial should not be too lengthy. Once you make the personal details table, another table you will make as student result. Firstly, I'll show you. I'll click on edit design view. Now here in this student result table, the name is what? Student result. So the same name you have to give. I have given roll number as the primary key. Okay, like this primary key. You could see the icon of a key in front, which shows it is a primary key. Then admission number. Now here it's important. It is not a primary key. It will act as a foreign key to create the relationship. This is also having integer. Then class I have taken as integer. It could be alphanumeric also I could take. But here because in that table I have taken as integer. So here also I'll take as integer. Aggregate marks, decimal I have taken decimal because if it could be 95.5 or in points I want to take, that's why. Rest, nothing I have changed. So you could pause your video and you could type all this data in your student result table. Now, after that, you will make the design view and you make the table. You can click on student result and then you could fill the data as I have given here. Roll number I have given 1, 2, 3, 4 as it is a primary key, it can't be duplicated. Admission number should be same. I'll show you here. This is my one of the table and personal details. Now you could see here, now both the tables are open. Now this is a personal detail, this is student result. And admission number will be acting as a foreign key. And here admission number is a primary key. So when I am taking admission number here, it should be same. It should be same. Till now, because I have not made any relation. After creating the relation, it will not allow me only to enter that kind of a data. So you could add this data in a table. Then you will create this same kind of a table in student result. And be sure the data should be same, like 101, 102, which is corresponding to this data. 104, 103 I have not taken because that student is in 9th class and I want to take the students who are in 10th class. And then 106 here, all the students of 10th class. I hope it is clear. So I'll close this one, this table. Once more, I'll show this. So please feed the data. You could add more entries also, but please be sure that admission number should be same. I hope you have done, or take your time. I'll just close this. Now, important step to create the relationship. But before that, you have to make one more table, blood group, right click, add it. I want to enter the personal details regarding the blood group of the student. So here I have given two fields, admission number as integer and blood group as text where character. Admission number data is same, that field type is same, what I have taken in that two tables, because this will be as a common field. And blood group I have taken as text where character. Now in the blood group, if I'll open it, please fill the data as shown. And again, admission number should be same, which is been taken there also of all the students. Any blood group you could give from here. I have given B plus, A, O plus, O positive, O negative, like this. So after entering your data, now the step to create the relationship. Under tools, you will find the relationship option under the menu, the first option. You just click on relationship and you will find this add tables dialog box. If it is not appearing, you click here, add tables, and you will find here add tables. So which is my master table? My personal details is the master table. I'll click on add. Then my another tables is like blood group. Click on add. Student result, add. So till now I'm only able to make three tables. Click on close. Now to create the relationship, what I have to do? Simply from here, where admission number is written, directly I'll link with this. You could see here one-to-one relationship is being created. Okay. How it will affect? I'll show you. Just now I'm not creating any relationship between student result. I'm creating the relationship between personal details and blood group. Relationship is being created. Now I'm going back. Yes. I'll open both the tables just to explain. Blood group and personal details. Now till now the data is present in both the tables. Now relationship is being made. It will not allow me to enter further data. Suppose here I have entered till 107. If I'll add 108, now 108 is not present here. Please see here. 108 is not present. and relationship is been created, and I've taught you earlier also, if relationship is been created in transaction table, now this is the blood group is transaction table, it will not allow me to enter the corresponding record if that record is not present here. Now this admission number is not present in the master table, so it will not allow me to add this. Just see, if I'll press tab key and I'll press suppose O positive and I click on tab, you could see here integrity constant violation. I can't enter. I hope I'm clear. Yes, but if I'll add any record, suppose 108, any name, suppose I'm giving here Manvi Manav Sharma and 8 class, any particular date, 12 12 8. If we are saving with 108, now you could see the same thing I could do here also. Now because here I have added 108, if I click on save here, now it is saving. I hope you are able to make the connection between both. Okay. Secondly, if I want to delete the rows, error deleting the specified records, integrity constant violation. Because integrity violation, why? Because based upon this, I have entered the record here also. So integrity, due to that integrity, I can't delete the record. I hope I am clear with this. Moving further, we'll be making new relationship, going to tools, relationship, and then in this table also, admission number is there, but here admission number is not having the primary key. So I could create the relation here also. And here also class is present, here also class is present. Admission number is present here, here also admission number is present. So here also I am able to make the relationship. And now if I close this and under student results, I could add the record here also. Suppose 5. Admission number I'll be adding which is not present in the master table. Suppose I want to add 151. Now this admission number is not present here. Suppose 10. Any marks I am adding. You could see here error in setting the new record, integrity constant violation. So it will not allow me. But yes, if I add any admission number which is present here, suppose 107. If it is present there, but for that I have to check the personal details table. 107, no, 108 means I have to take any particular student which is teaching in 10th class according to that. So here I think I have already taken all the students, 1, 2, 3, 4 students. So here 107 I have taken. If I click on save, although it will save, but the class is not proper. Okay. So this I'll not take, I'll delete it. So with this, I'll close my this tutorial. And today you have learned about relationship, how to create the relationship and how it is important. So you'll also do the same thing, make these tables, student result, personal details and blood group, create a relationship between them and practically do that. And with this, I'm closing my tutorial. If you find my explanation well enough to help you in your exams, then please do like, share and comment, and also subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed it earlier. Okay, bye bye. Take care. Meet you soon in my next tutorial.